But since Disciple, basically, we haven't seen them on an actual date. I mean, we haven't seen any romantic type relationship. It's more like through words than actual actions. Chloe and Oliver have had sex, and granted, that was off screen, but still, um, I don't understand. Like, it's like Lois and Clark just haven't gotten around to it, and there's no actual reason. At least you know that he had a reason for not sleeping with Lana. It was the whole he's afraid thing, which fine, that's a reason. I mean, I don't care, people can sleep together or not, but at least there are a million reasons why people don't have sex. Maybe not a million, but there are several. At least just give me one good reason, not this, well, they haven't gotten around to it. Well, they tried that one time, but there was a phone call, or they tried that other time and someone screamed. I mean, it's like, really, give me a freaking break. They're together 24 hours that we don't see. Obviously, Chloe and Oliver get around to it. Whatever. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're two grown adult people that are, by their own words, I mean, in love with each other. Even if they haven't used this specific word. I mean, it's like, he's it for her, and she said she was in love with him last year before Chloe and Jimmy got married. And so, I mean, so she's been in love with this guy for over a year now. And he, in Escape, tells her he would wait for her forever. I mean, come on. That is what is going on between these two people, but yet, I mean, come on, they've got to be the only couple in the history of television that could go to a bed and breakfast for the weekend and just not end up having sex, just because it just didn't find it in their schedule. So I don't really understand this. My problem is with the writers. I mean, it's like, what is their whole point with what they're doing? It's like they have this Lois finding out the truth about Clark's secret, and them having sex to be like the two things that they're just clinging on to. And like, I don't know if it's like their whole tension between Lois and Clark, that's the only thing they have, is his lie and the fact they're not sleeping together because they have nothing else to write. It's confusing to me because I've seen the actors praising these writers, and for the life of me, I don't know why. Like, the writers claiming, oh, we have so many stories to tell. I mean, it's more like we could run out of stories. We have so many of them. Really? Well, where are they? Because it seems like they're just in some kind of holding pattern, because where would they go from there? If Lois knew the truth, if they were sleeping together, then what? It's like they have nothing else to cause issues between this couple. They have nothing else that they can build on, or nothing else that they can work with. I just don't get it. It's like they expect that the viewers are just hanging on for the dear life of finding out. Will they, won't they? Or will she ever find out the truth? And I'm thinking the reveal is just going to be so disappointing after all this time. I mean, if Lois is just okay with it, then it's meaningless. All these lies for nothing. And, actually, if Lois was a person, a real person, I would just be like, drop him and never speak to him again. Like, don't speak to Chloe. Don't speak to Clark. Like, they are such two-faced liars at this point, and I know I ranted about this before, but you're in a relationship with someone, you're in love with them, and they're lying to your face day in and day out. Like, why would she be okay with it? And to me, it's beyond the point of whether or not he's an alien or whether or not he has superpowers. Like, all the crap that he was afraid of if Lana found out she wouldn't accept him. Like, none of that is the case with Lois. He doesn't think that she won't accept him. It's just this whole bull crap about wanting to keep her safe. Which, okay, what about Chloe's safety? I mean, she was, or is, his best friend, and he has no problem with her knowing everything. I mean, are we supposed to think it's some kind of noble thing that he wants to keep Lois safe, and that's why he's lying to her? Which brings me to the whole last conversation that he had with Chloe. Chloe basically said, I want out. You know, I want to be done with this. And he is so selfish that he's like, nope, I'm sorry. Watchtower is way too important. I mean, really, what the heck? I mean, can he not see that Clois doesn't have a life? That her entire existence is wrapped up in him being a hero and her being some little clingy amoeba to the hero that he is, and like, oh, my best friend's a hero. That is what defines her. It's sad. It's pathetic. And she wants to stop. She wants to be a person. Not Clark's appendage, conscience, and brain. The brain that the two of them share. And yet he says no. Like, please, Clois, stay. Yeah, we need you. No, that was ridiculous. I thought, come on, what a punk. Like, let her go. Like, Clois's time as Watchtower and his little confidant, it has passed. It is over. They really need to stop that, because that's really hampering him becoming Superman. It's hampering his relationship with Lois, because it's just so, like, his relationship with Clois too important. It should not be that important. And the same thing they did with Lana, and they totally ruined that too. Made it too important. So, I don't know. I'm just, my ideal scenario at this point would be that he would tell Lois the truth, but he wouldn't tell anyone else. Like, hello, ding. Tell Lois. Don't tell other people that she knows. Don't even tell Clois and Oliver. Just confide in her, and then that would keep her safe. The whole world doesn't have to know. I mean, does he have so little confidence in Lois that she's such a blabbermouth that if she knows the entire world? I mean, he tells that little kid in Warrior and Zatanna and everybody else that Lois is the only person in town who doesn't know. Give me a break. It's really absurd at this point that all the Justice League and Clois and Oliver and Zatanna and that little kid and all these random people know who he is, but Lois doesn't. So tell her the truth, sit her down, and just keep it to yourselves. Like, have a relationship that's about them and not just all these external things. I just really don't know why they're doing that. So, I really, really hope that they can do better as far as writing the motivations and the point of view of Clark and Lois. For me, as a viewer, I feel like I understand Oliver and Clois, even Tess and Zod. Like, I get where they're coming from. Even if I don't like stuff that they do or stuff that they say, I get it. Clois does something, I'm like, yeah, that's Clois. I get it. I get why she does it. I get her motivations. Oliver, I totally understand him. Zod, he has his MO and it's clear. Tess, she is who she is, and she doesn't really vary from that. But Lois and Clark, I mean, if I didn't know better and I don't know better, I would think the writers just do not like Erica Durance and Tom Welling. I mean, it's like, they write for them so abysmally. I just can't conceive of, like, you're not writing for Superman. Do you hate this guy or what? I mean, they make him look pathetic. To me, when Lana was on there, she was strong and Clark was weak, and she was just running the show. She's gone, and now it's like Chloe's running the show. It's like the character that Tom is playing of Clark Kent has always been second to somebody else and just weak in that regard. And it's the same thing with Lois. Like, why would she put up with this crap? Put up with Clark's crap. And now, I mean, Clois, and I know, yeah, I ranted about this before, but it all comes together. It all is related to the relationship that they have, these things that they're saying, like Clark, oh, I'd wait for you forever, we're gonna be together always and forever, and the way he looks at her, and it's just like, he's totally in it, like, you can see it, that he totally is in love with Lois, but yet, they break up over nothing. Like, the breakup in Hostage was so, like, WTF, I mean, out of nowhere. It's like, if they had done that in Charade, and they had, Charade, sorry, Charade. If they had done that where, like, there was all this tension, and then she had this relationship with the Blur, which makes no sense because she just talks to him on the phone. Whatever. They wanted to go that route. There could have been some kind of tension in a breakup where you could feel sorry for Clark or feel sorry for her. They cannot screw up Lois and Clark in the finale. I don't think there's any way that they can really bring them together in any substantial way. All the previews I've seen, There's not enough time in an hour for them to do all the crap they're going to do and really get back to Lois and Clark.